winning volleyball competitions, I have certainly experienced the joys of winning, the feelings of accomplishment, the medals, and the acclaim from the press. But you know there are downsides that come with success of being good at what you do as well. This often comes from insecurity in others who are jealous of your success and wanting to make you look bad so they can seem better. Sometimes those kind of people really make it rough for you. So it is with this young lady I'm introducing. She does her best at everything, including volleyball. Yet she has had the unfortunate experience of being bullied to discourage her. She has not let it stop her, however, because she has the real winning edge.
Going to school was kind of difficult. I'd wake up some mornings and I would just feel sick and I just did not want to go and deal with it. And I would go through the hallways, they would be there and they would, tease me, laugh and point. And it was all very hurtful. Starting any sport is tough. You have to learn the basics, going over the fundamentals, but you really don't play much. You sit bench and watch. It does get better.
Nice ball, nice ball. And Miranda, you want you to close that block up.
I've been coaching volleyball for about 7 years now. When I had the opportunity to meet Miranda, I knew right away that she was a hard worker. She's got a leadership quality that's hard to find in kids. She has taken on a lot of that leadership role. People begin to look up to her.
Practice, it takes a lot of time commitment and it takes a lot of dedication. You have to be there a lot of nights and long nights, working out and running and weights. And, then you have weekends. It's hours upon hours of straight volleyball games. Whatever you put into it is what you'll get out of it.
I can recall we had the opportunity to win our first district game ever. We were down by a few points. When we called a timeout, Miranda really rallied everyone. As a result of that, we were able to push through those final points, connect, because it was the first time the school had an opportunity to win a district game, go beyond a postseason game.
My most rewarding moment in my volleyball career was hitting the 10-foot line for the first time with the volleyball, and it was the most exciting moment.
The position Miranda has played for us involves her in every single play. She's taken that responsibility quite well. Don't see emotional swings in Miranda.
Okay, so how many of you had leadership as your top? Do you remember? Anybody?
Miranda has been my student for 2 years, one of my dual credit Spanish students. She was such a great student that I asked her to be my teacher's aide this year. She will do whatever I need her to do. She grades papers for me. She files all the tests and quizzes and things like that. Miranda does work very hard as a student. She turns in very, very good work and it's usually right on point. One of the things I've observed about Miranda and the way she interacts with others is her tendency to look towards those who don't have somebody that they're hanging out with, and she likes to befriend those students. She will just walk beside them or invite them to walk with her. She keeps an eye out for those students who aren't connected.
Some of the obstacles I've had to overcome, the main one includes bullying. Occurred in middle school. I had to sit bench a lot because they really didn't like me. The hardest moment that I've ever had to overcome in bullying would be the one time I was walking to the lunch table and I decided I'll sit at this table of girls, they look nice. I sat down and they all decided they didn't want to sit by me, so they all got up and left, sat next to the table right next to me. It was tough. One girl who came and sat by me, she decided that it wasn't right what they were doing. She ended up being a friend for the rest of that time I was there. There were other times when I felt pretty hurt by the bullying and I just felt kind of rejected and not included.
I've known Miranda several years and she was one of my students. The thing that stood out about Miranda was her sensitivity to others. Miranda having a problem with bullying in the past, I could totally see that because sometimes what the world sees as weakness or tenderness is really a strength, but they take advantage of that.
There's cookies, guys, but you must clean up the plates before you get the cookies out, okay?
My family, throughout the entire time of me being bullied, were very supportive.
So you can go around the lake that way and then we'll meet up there.
Just really were always there for me.
Guys, let's head over towards the lake.
Yeah, let's
Walk
do it.
around that too.
Yep.
One of the things we like to do as a family is we like to hike. Watch out for spiders' webs.
A lot of times where kids bring into the gym things that can affect them and their ability to play. I found that when watching Miranda off to the side and watching her talk to her teammates, she was always one to lend a cheering voice, you can do it kind of attitude.
She has such sweet disposition. Never in my life would I have known that she'd been bullied.
Going through this process of bullying and being rejected has helped me grow. It's brought me closer to God. I pray to Him every night before I go to bed. I just thank God that I have been brought out of that situation. I now know I can go through tough things and be able to make it with him.
She walks in her faith. I see it every day.
Sometimes with my friends, I like to go to a coffee shop, a Dairy Queen, because there's generally not a whole lot of time with volleyball or with sports of any kind, and I really do treasure that time that I do have with them. I don't choose friends based on their looks or popularity, but I try to find friends that have been through something like what I've been through. God has given me the gift to be able to reach out to people who necessarily don't always have someone there for them. I even reach out to my neighbor because I know she's alone and she has no one.
Miranda's a person of gentle strength.
Miranda's one that will go out of her way to help another, console another, lift another up, which is really refreshing to see.
The advice I have is God has a purpose for you. He knows what you are good at and what you really aren't good at. You may not realize your purpose in life, you will eventually, just as I have. My mission is to show God's love and to fulfill my purpose through His love, and that includes just being the best I can be at everything.